In this Arca Minute, I will demonstrate the Islandora Metadata Extras feature that lets you replace the values in a given facet field with your own text. This is particularly relevant if your search facets contain machine-readable data, like URIs, that you want to translate for your users into human-readable information, such as the name of a particular rights statement or Creative Commons license. To begin, you'll need to configure a facet field that contains the data that you want to facet on. To access your facets, go to Islandora, Solar Index, Solar Settings, and then scroll down to the Facet Settings section. In this case, I want to let our users filter their searches by objects' use and access rights, so I'm going to facet on the access condition, use, and reproduction field. You'll see there are a lot of options given here. It's important to use only the string versions of fields in facets, those end with S or MS or SS, and not the text versions that end in a T. If you use the text versions, then Islandora will take the content of those fields and split them out into individual words as if they were each a different facet, instead of a single unit. The same thing happens if you use the DC fields, so just stick to the strings. We'll use the MS multi-valued string one, and we'll give it a nice label, and save. So, if we run a search, we'll see if our facets are working. There's our rights facet area, but its usefulness is limited because the URIs are not exactly easy to read. We can fix this using Islandora Metadata Extras. To start, we enable it under the Modules menu if it isn't already, so we'll check. This is where we find that my computer needs more memory. Metadata Extras is on. Then we can configure it under Islandora, Islandora Utility Modules, Metadata Extras. We'll go down to the box marked Replace Facet Values with Configured Text. In that section here, facet display field to replace, we'll put in the solar field that we've configured for the facet we want to deal with. In this case, the use and reproduction one is the default, so I can leave it alone, but you could enter any field that you've configured. In the facet value replacement section, you need two things: the value that you're expecting to find in the field and the text that you want to replace it with. For example, let's say I'm expecting to find the in copyright rights statement. This is the URI that I'll find in the field, and it has to be an exact match. You can keep the HTTP, not HTTPS, the slashes in the right places and everything. So it's good if your ingest forms are consistent. Then you need the pipe character. The pipe character is the separator. It tells the system everything on the left of this character is what we're looking for. Everything to the right of this character is what we'll be replacing it with. So let's enter the replacement text. This is the in copyright rights statement, so we'll call it in copyright. And of course, save. Now let's take a look at our search results again. See how it looks. Let it refresh. There. So you can see that complicated URI has been replaced with the text in copyright. But if we click on it, it still shows us the objects that we're expecting to see that have that in copyright statement URI in it. It's only the display text that has changed. So if we configure the module again, we can put in a whole list of replacement value pairs. going to paste in a list that I have prepared. This covers everything that I might expect to see in my own website. Your list may be different. I have put a copy of this list in the text description for this video in case it's useful for you to copy and paste. So we'll save. See the search results once more. And here all of our various URIs have been replaced with more useful text.